top 5 point guards in the NBA right now. And at number 5, we have Dame Time. And, just a solid player. He's been solid his whole career. And I think he's number 5. And I don't think he's better than anyone else on this list, but I think he's better than some of the people, probably below him because he's a playoff riser. And, some of the people like Kyrie and like Trae Young, they're also pretty good in the playoffs, but not as good. Kyrie went ghost mode during the finals, so that's why he's not on this list. But Dame is pretty good. He averaged less points than with Portland, but that's because he plays with Giannis, and he plays better when Giannis isn't there. So I think that's why he makes this list, and that's why he's number 5. At number 4, we have Jalen Brunson, and he's number 4 because the top 3 are the top 3, and no one's making that. I feel like no one's like close to there, but he's definitely deserves to be on this list, and definitely deserves to be at that number 4 spot at least because he's a playoff riser. He went from 28 points in the regular season to 32 in the playoffs. His 3-point percentage dropped in the playoffs, but that's because everyone was injured and he just had to chuck up some shots sometimes. And I don't really hold that against him. He got injured too, so what do you really expect? But he still really deserves to be on this list, and he's still a really good player, so that's why he's number 4. At number 3, we have Shea. And, he barely, if you want to put him at number 2, that's cool with me, honestly. I just rather have number 2 on my team. But he's still really good. He's still like top 10. He's going to score 30 points for your team every night. He's going to play, some really good defense, which some of the players on this list can't really do. He's going to give you some steals. He's going to give you occasional blocks. So I feel like that's really valuable, but it's not as valuable as what number 2 gives you. So that's why he's at number 3. And at number 2, you have Steph Curry. And people are going to say, Steph Curry isn't better than Shea, but I would say I'd rather have a person who could shoot threes from any range than a person who is going to give me, 30 points per game. And, Steph can still do that, I would say. His stats went down, but that's only because his team sucked. And he had to do more of the load management. He had to try to carry his team because they were garbage all year. I don't really hold that against him. I would still say most teams would want Steph Curry, and he's still the second best point guard in the league, so that's why he's number 2. Finally, at number 1, we have Luka Doncic. And what else is there really to say? He's going to average triple-double. He's going to average 34 points because that's just him. And you don't put the finals loss on him. I don't care what you say. It was on his team. His team went ghost mode. What do you want him to do? Can't really do anything when that happens. He's number 1, and it really shouldn't be a surprise. Let me know if I got it right.